We're talking about tracking expenses. We're not talking about my hair, quarantine hair, I don't care. Let's get into the expenses. So if you ask me what's the most important thing in personal finance, I'll say tracking your finances. Without tracking them, you're probably not doing anything. Because when you track your finances, you will be able to make decisions. If you don't, then your decisions are not going to be very accurate. That's why today's video we're talking about 3 apps that you can use to track your finances, and they are quite different. So let's start with the first one. But before that, my name is Sharif and welcome to the college route. Let's start with the first one, which is going to be the Notes app. Notes app is very simple and I will suggest it to everyone who's brand new to tracking expenses. If you're new, I'll say start with the Notes app because it's very simple. All you have to do is just track your expenses, just write them down. You can categorize it by different days. So let me just show you. So I don't know if you can see it there. Okay, you can't. So that's awesome. I'll show you a screenshot. But this is something that I made now, but I used to track my expenses using the Notes app. Not anymore, but I will tell you what I use now. But if you are brand new to tracking your expenses, I think the Notes app is pretty good. So you just categorize it by each month and then by each week you categorize it. Then you add your expenses whenever you purchase something. Very easy. You just pull out your phone, write down your expenses, and that's pretty much it. The only downside to this is that you don't have any calculations ability. No mathematics. No quick maths. You have to do the quick maths yourself. Which takes us to the second app, which is going to be Google Sheets. I stopped using Excel. Well, I didn't stop, but I moved to Google Sheets more, just like with Word, and that's what happened. Anyways, we're not going to go into why I went with Google Sheets, even though I think Excel is better in many ways. But I moved to Sheets for other reasons that we won't talk about in this video. With Google Sheets, you have just an endless amount of calculations that you can make. You can make charts, you can make projections, you can make everything you want to. But what I use it for is mostly to calculate the sum. I don't want to keep summing up everything at the end of the month or at the end of the week. It does it automatically. I'll show you my template right now. I just polished it a little bit yesterday. So as you can see here, this is December 2020. So next month I'm starting with this new template. It's not new, it's my old template. I just polished it a little bit. Well, I didn't really change much, but you know. So here, I categorize it by each month. This is December, all for December, this part. Ignore this part. Then I categorize it by week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So this is a very weird template, I think. I'm not sure, because when I created this template, I haven't looked up any other finance tracking templates. I didn't get any inspiration from any other templates. I just went with my imagination. This is what I came up with. So week 1, I'll add the expenses, here the name, and here the expense. Here it will be the total of the week for the week, and then this is the monthly total, which sums up this the 4 weeks and then adds the rent, etc. This is something that I made myself. Nothing special, no charts, but this is enough for me. I can add charts in the future if I want to, and I will probably do it, but this is perfect for me because I can just customize it as much as I can. You can do the same thing as I did. You just open up Google Sheets or Excel and do whatever comes to your mind. But you can also check templates. Just type down expense tracking Google Sheets templates and you'll find many online. And I think the only downside to Google Sheets is the fact that it's Google Sheets. It's technical. You have to know a little bit. You just have to know the basics at least. Yeah, at least you need to know how to sum some Excels or some cells and to know how to work with cells in general. I started using Excel since I was probably 6 years old, so and I still only know how to sum and do basic stuff. Let's move to the next app, which is going to be Spendi. I think this is how you pronounce it. To be honest, I only found this app today and it's amazing. It's amazing. I haven't used it long enough to tell you that it's better than Google Sheets, but it's certainly really good. It's really good for basic transactions or basic use. The only downside to Spendi is that you are limited with what the developers offer. You're limited to your plan because there is a paid plan. That's the only downside I see for the app, but it's amazing. What's amazing is that you don't have to do any calculations, you don't have to create any formulas, you don't have to create anything really. It's all there. You just add a budget and add track your expenses. Whenever you purchase something, you open the app, you click add a new transaction, I believe, you categorize it, and boom, that's pretty much it. It'll give you analytics and it'll give you too many things. I think it's great for most people. I think it might be better than Google Sheets in most cases actually. I do know that I'm kind of technical because I'm a software engineering student, so I can work with Excel fairly easily. I don't mind it, but I can see why it could be a problem for some users. Well, not a problem, but it's just clunkier than using an app that has great design and just fairly easy to open up the app and just add your transaction, whereas with Excel or Google Sheets, it's not the same. So in conclusion, just track down your expenses. Whatever you use, just track down your expenses. Even if you use pen and paper, that's fine. Just track them down and then analyze them later on. This is the first step to what? I was gonna say a quote. Okay, that's enough. No quotes here. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe because we're going to talk about more personal finance videos. It's not a get rich quick or anything, nothing about that, just personal finance, just to how to have a balanced life. We're not talking about being frugal, or this is not that type of channel. We're just talking about normal finances, just like a normal human being. It's nothing special, just being responsible and not screwing up your future. That's pretty much it. Now if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I already said that, sorry. Yes, it's all because my hair is really messed up right now. I'll see you in another video.